The Bitchy Histrionics of Verona's favorite son is brought to you by Coca-Cola, Penguin Classics, YouTube and the New York Stock Exchange. Hosted by arch-villain of arts and letters, Nathaniel G.Moore. Ladies and gentlemen, Nathaniel G.Moore.
Rufa of Bologna, cemetery thief, bread snatcher from the funeral pyre. CATULLUS 59 is a four-line drive-by shooting in elegiac couplets. A criminal record, an administrative post-mortem on an ancient local scandal. I worked minimum wage shifts at the funeral home, rolling stainless steel gurneys across linoleum, wiping down brass handles with industrial disinfectant. You learn quickly that grief is mostly administrative: death certificates, floral arrangements, plastic shoes for the corpse. Rufa isn't a museum artifact, she's a plastic variant figure hanging on a discount rack. Her accessories include half-eaten pyre bread, a brass incense shovel, and a tiny terracotta urn that opens to reveal nothing. Catullus caught her in the dirt behind the tombs, chasing a rolling loaf of bread while the half-shaved undertaker slapped her back into the grass. My father's suit hung in the hall closet long after the funeral, smelling of cedar and stale mints. You try to translate 4 lines of Latin to keep from staring at an empty chair. The dead do not demand epic poetry, they demand someone to mop the floor and turn off the fluorescent lights. In the Devil's Dictionary, Ambrose Bierce defines love as a temporary insanity. The definition endures because it sounds finished, it promises a cure, or at least an ending. Catullus offers neither. In 4 lines, his tone turns administrative: no woman was ever loved as much as I loved you. It reads like a conclusion, though it hardly functions as one. Calling the text devastating is accurate, but incomplete. The devastation remains contained, nothing spills. No seen or visible rupture breaks the surface. Catullus enters a statement into the record, unchallenged and unread. She appears elsewhere, named and renamed, Clodia becoming Lesbia, the canvas for his attachment. Here, even that name vanishes into a deliberate clearing. What remains is a ledger: love measured, totaled, entered as fact. This was done. Catullus attempts to close an unclosable account, mistaking record for closure. Repetition disperses the beloved rather than clarifying her. Each attempt revises the terms: devotion becomes accusation, accusation becomes performance, performance settles into something quieter. The sentence carries a faint echo of competition with the world, establishing a scale where the speaker places himself at the absolute limit. This is extremity rather than intimacy. Lesbia is less a person than a convenient handle required to construct the narrative, enabling the work without participating in it. The same applies to Catullus. He presents himself as finished with the labor of loving, yet the need to render an account betrays an unresolved weight. If the love had concluded, why measure it? The lines anticipate their own survival, sounding like speech written to be overheard, yet the effect remains intensely private. No one has been loved as I loved you. To agree accepts its terms, to disagree enters its logic. Silence operates as completion. What echoes across the distance is not passion or accusation, but fatigue. The exhaustion of reaching the edge of speech and speaking anyway, cleanly, without ornament. If Lesbia exists as a construct, the speaker addressing her assumes that same ghostly quality. Catullus remains as unreachable as his subject. Only the voice remains. Only the claim. Only the record.